The UK hates JD Vance, and they are making sure that he knows it. The annoying twerp has a knack for rubbing everyone the wrong way. Well, and of course, for rubbing baby oil on Satan's chocolate flour.
Would you like me to apply the baby oil to Satan's boss?
His visit to the UK is nothing more than a thinly veiled family vacation, the 8th one that he's taken since infecting the White House with his presence. Be sure to subscribe to Really American, and let's jump right into it. According to this reporting from The Telegraph, JD Vance's visit has been so odious that the owner of the $10,000 a week manor that the Vances are staying in had to apologize for the circus that Vance was causing. Secret Service agents have been preparing the area around Charlesbury, a village with 3,000 residents, for Mr. Vance's arrival, putting in checkpoints, installing new technology, and cutting a makeshift helipad into a field. The owner of the home, where the vice president is staying, apologized to her community about the preparations and heightened public attention. In a message seen by The Telegraph, Pippa Hornby, the most British name ever, told the neighbors that she was, quote, so sorry for the circus that is there for the next few days, adding that she hoped it would not be, quote, too disruptive. You guys tell me if this looks too destructive to you.
Look at that thing.
As you can imagine, the locals weren't too happy, and they picked the most hilarious way to protest, renting this truck and driving through the village with JD Vance's bald head for everyone to see. They even went so far as to put up a billboard in order to increase the chances that JD Vance sees this picture for himself. I mean, the irony of this loser going on vacation with our tax dollars again is just insane. I mean, you guys remember when the Republicans flipped out on Kamala Harris for buying a pot in between meetings while she was overseas? Meanwhile, Lazy Vance gave one short speech at a military base and then spent the rest of his time hanging out and fishing with the UK's Foreign Secretary David Lammy. And apparently they were breaking the law while doing it. Foreign Secretary David Lammy has admitted he did not have a rod license to go fishing with JD Vance and has blamed the oversight on an administrative error. At the start of their meeting, the vice president said, "Unfortunately, the one strain on the special relationship is that all my kids caught fish, but the foreign secretary did not. It is not clear if Vance had bought a fishing license." In a statement, the Foreign Office said the foreign secretary has written the environmental agency over an administrative oversight that meant the appropriate licenses had not been acquired for fishing on a private lake as part of a diplomatic engagement at Chevening House last week. The disrespect that JD and Trump have for Britain might not be felt by the rather soft-handed leaders of the UK, but it is felt by the people, who are not just protesting in the countryside where Vance is staying, but are doing so across the island. There's an organization called the Stop Trump Coalition who is preparing to protest big when Trump makes his visit in September, but they also came out to protest JD Vance's little family vacation.
Shame on you, JD Vance! Shame on you, JD Vance! Shame on you! Fascist creeps! Off our streets! Fascist creeps! Off our streets! And once again, shame on you! Our streets! Fascist creeps! Off our streets! Fascist creeps! Off our streets! And giving away.
Way! There we go. Oh. From the Indivisibles, right? What's that? Are you the...
Charlbury is an interesting place that we actually have lots of people coming to visit all the time. Celebrities. We had Kamala Harris here a couple of weeks ago. Without this kind of uproar, I appreciate why it needs to be done.
This man who slags off our country in one breath, and then wants to holiday here 6 months later. I think it's just hypocrisy.
JD Vance and Trump have been harsh critics of the UK, especially for what he describes as a gross lack of free speech protections. But ironically, when Vance visits the UK, he makes sure to send the US Secret Service after protesters and neighbors to make sure that they didn't post anything mean about chubby cheeks on Facebook that may have hurt his feelings. A number of locals are growing increasingly frustrated with Vance's accompanying security detail, the Wall Street Journal reported on Wednesday. We've had a curtailment of our freedoms here just by his mere presence, in terms of where we can walk and where we can be, said Steve Akers, deputy mayor of Chipping Norton, just over 3 miles away from Vance's vacation home in Dean, speaking with the Wall Street Journal. And the American Secret Service knocking on people's doors and asking about their Facebook profiles. Some in Dean have complained that local police or the U.S. Secret Service have knocked on their doors to verify their identity and even ask about their social media profiles, according to local officials. A no-fly zone was also established over the Dean community and beyond, impacting the British television personality Jeremy Clarkson, oh hell no dude, from Top Gear, who owns a farm near Dean, subject of an ongoing reality show, Clarkson's Farm. So even British reality TV shows and icons in England, Jeremy Clarkson, have to bend around Vance's family vacation plans. And at some point, we just have to accept that we're far past hypocrisy. None of what comes out of this administration is in good faith, not the criticism nor the promises. These people, Vance and Trump, are self-serving heathens who would gladly flood your home in order to have a place to swim. Vance hasn't done a damn day of work since he moved into the office. Instead, he's been on a months-long family vacation across the world. He even bragged yesterday about shutting down Disneyland in order for the Vance family to have the place all to themselves.
So we had the island to ourselves, which was very cool. I'd never been to Disneyland.
They were shutting down the Disney World one.
Yeah, that's sorry to all the people who were at Disneyland for the longer lines, but we had a very good time.
Oh, did you hear that, guys? He had a very good time. It makes it all worth it. Dude was in Florida 3 weeks ago, by the way. He's been traveling since then. He's literally gallivanting around the world, dragging his wife and kids behind him, cursing at them the whole time, I'm sure. And the best part is you and I are the ones who are paying for it. The damage that these people are doing to our nation's reputation is, truly at this point, the least of our troubles. But we are officially seen as the world's largest third world country. We have a wannabe dictator ignoring laws and sowing discontent here at home, while his lackeys enjoy the fruits of all of our labors, bragging about it as they travel across the world. Meanwhile, inflation is up due to the tariffs, folks are getting disappeared off the street, and HHS is getting rid of vaccines. We are dangerously close to quietly slipping into authoritarianism here, folks. And if your loved ones or the people around you aren't paying attention yet, now is the time to wake them up and fill them in on what Trump is doing. And you can stay informed on what Trump and Vance are up to by subscribing to Really American. I'm Tony Hinderman, and I'll catch you next time.